Hello everyone and welcome to Kit 8, the beautiful Navajo frame card. This card, I really do, I love this, but I think it's mainly because it's in purple. You know me, I love purples. So there you can see the beautiful centre frame, centre panel, the frame and everything. And these beautiful flowers, these are the Anastasia flowers. So I've done mine on a top fold. It's entirely up to you. Just going to pop that to a side. This is your kit. And before I open it, I will just go through the products that I've used. I've used the Coconut White Essential card from Craft Artist. The Aubergine Linen card from Craft Artist. Now that is probably one of the older cards. And Grape Linen card and the light pink linen card. Hopefully these are all still available from the Art of Craft. But I can't guarantee it. I know the Essential card is, but whether or not any of the linen card is, I am not certain about that. So the die that I am using is John Next Door, the beautiful Navajo frame. And this is JND 586. The beautiful Anastasia flower. This is JND 438. This is gorgeous. I love it. And you can do so many different ways of putting the flower together. And I haven't got the packet for this, but this is JND 282, the sunflower leaves. And I've used beautiful, well, they say it in crystals. I'm not certain where I got these. It could have been Amazon. I am just not certain, but these are beautiful. They're I'm not sure whether it's a 5 or 6 mil white pearl, but those are what we're going to use today. And that will be in your kit. So I'll now open the kit and go through all what you'll have in your kit. Let me just take everything out. So we'll turn it over. Of course, you'll have your cover sheet, which now, where possible, I'm trying to put a little picture of the actual finished card so that you know if you keep the cover sheets and you look back, instead of just saying, oh, now what was the Navajo frame? You can see this just by looking at the picture. So you'll have your foam strips. You'll have your flowers, your pearls, and your centre panel all in a little bag. And your main, whoops, it doesn't want to come out. Oh, your main bits will all be wrapped inside your card. It's up to you whether you put my teeth back in, whether you want to do a side fold or a top fold. But I find that any embellishments that are sort of raised in height, you get a better balance with a top fold. So what I'm going to do first, I am going to put the flowers together. This will give them chance to dry off before we actually put them on the card. It will be when I get into it. Just move that out of the way. Don't need that just yet. So I'm just going to pull my flowers out. Oops, that one's got stuck in the frame. We won't need the leaves just yet, so I can leave them in. So I do want the pearls out when we can get it out. There, that's all those bits. I'll just put the leaves all back in. And then there's no chance of me actually losing them, which is quite possible. As you know, if there's any odd little bits, they usually end up on the floor. So I'll just pop those to a side there. Move my other bits there so I can see what I'm doing. So what I've chosen to do is when I find my foam pad, which I didn't get out, but I've got it there. Yep. I like to lay out my flowers in colours and size. So we'll start first of all with the beautiful grape one. So you've got 1, 2, should be 3 large and must be, oh yes, I think there is extra in these. I do apologise. So there is 3 large in the pink. Beautiful pink is this. Then they've got a medium. They do tangle up a little bit, so just be careful. So we've got the medium. So I have done the extra. Oops, that doesn't want to come apart. So there's 3 medium in the purple. I'll pop that to a side. There may be extra in mine, I'm not certain. Whoops, there, I told you I was going to lose these little leaves. And then you've got 2 of the, what I call the small medium, and 2 small. It's the same with the purple. You don't need a lot of preparation on your flowers. Let me just move these out of the way so that I can get my ball tool. All I'm going to do is, when I find where my other one's gone to, where's it gone? So there's 2 of those, and there should be 2 of them. Where's the other one gone? It looks as if I've lost one somewhere. Unless it's stuck behind one of these, which it may be. So what we're going to do first of all, as I bring my card in, I'm going to put these 2 bigger ones together first. So using my ball tool, you need to just press down in the centre of the large, medium and a small one. Whoops, let me get this out. Whoops, don't want to go out for the first one. And I'm just going, actually, well, I'll use the glue glaze. It's up to you, but the glue glaze does dry a little bit quicker. So just press that down. Try and offset your petals if you can. Again, just hold that down. And pop the smaller one in the middle and press down. So that, just leave that one to a side. Going on to the next bigger one. Oops. Again, press down in the middle. So I need then the next size down. And this one I'm wanting the small medium. So trying to just mix these flowers a little bit so you get a different effect on them. Okay, just press it down and then we can pop the pearls in afterwards. Again, so that one. Again, once they're dry, we can pull the petals up. So now we're going to go on to one of the, what I call variegated, if that's the word, of these, but the ones that are mixed. So again, press down. Don't press down so far on this one. So we want a medium pink and a small pink on the first one. No, we don't. I nearly got it wrong. It's the small purple. And on this one, it is a medium pink. And I'm going to use a medium purple and a small pink. So we'll start and add these together. doesn't like me, doesn't this one today? Maybe getting a bit low is this one. I might go on to using my glue. So again, press down a little on there with the pink. And press down in the middle. Just go on to using, I think, just my ordinary glue. So a dab of glue in the middle. And press this down. Pop that one into the middle. Going on to this one next. There's a little bit in the middle of the other one. I mean, you can put all your flowers together how you would like them, but I'm just going to do mine roughly the same as what I've done on the sample card. Again, put the other purple into the middle. And have the the little one, I think. Pop the little one in the middle there. So those are two variegated ones. So we're now going to put the solid pink one together. But as I say, there's plenty for you to put yours together how you would like. I did do plenty because I did, I think it was 3 or 4 passes of the flowers in each colour. So you do have plenty. And that's that one. And then I shall put the little small one in the middle on that. And then we can play about with those and put the leaves up. So I've got my 5 flowers, which as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flowers that go on this. Move that away. Now these few that are spare, we can keep for another time. As I said, there should be oddments left over, so you can keep them and use on a different card. I can leave them actually onto there. And we're now going to start and pop our panels together. Whoops. Now, on this, you can either use spray glue, but if you use spray glue, you will find that you lose a bit of the shadow. I like to see a little bit of the shadow. So I'm going to use foam, the 3mm tape just round the, actually, does it just the 6mm? No, I'll use the 3mm, I think, just round the edge and glue in the middle. So just going to pop the tape on, just pop it on the outside edge. And this, as I say, it looks nice with you getting a little bit of a shadow. It stops it looking quite so flat. You'll notice it says on the back of this, it's mine, because I made a mistake. I caught it and I split that there, so I didn't want to pass that to anybody. But it won't show on the card. Take this. And that's that. I maybe would have got away with the 6mm, but it's not essential. This will hold down okay. So again, just lift. As you know me, I just lift my corners on opposite sides. Then I leave those 2 sides so that you've got something to hold to position. Whoops, did I pull that all off? Hold it when you're positioning. Got stuck on there. So I'm going to now just pop some glue in the middle. Just do a line around the outside. Pop my glue cover on, and we're going to now put this, and I usually do this reverse side. So you can see there. And take my tapes out. It's a lot easier putting this panel on from the reverse. So just going to leave that centre bit to dry. And what I want to do next, and you may think this is silly, but I want to position my backing frame onto the card, and so I'm just going to mark my corners on my card just like that, so we can see where we want to position, so we can see we're in the right line there. So take it up and we pop that down like that. So I want to pop some glue on the back of this. Just run glue around the edge. A squirt in the middle. I don't want the edge that's, I'm trying to put the edge that's split. Is it that one? I think it's that edge, so I can cover that with flowers. So we see what we've got, the crosses. So I'm just going to slide that over. Before I press it down too far, I'm going to position my frame over again. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. So just press that down. That's where I've split, and that'll cover with flowers. None of yours are split. I was a bit heavy-handed. You know how you run your pokey tool down the edge to get the little bits out. I was a bit heavy-handed, I'm afraid. So this again, you can use either spray glue or double-sided tape. I'm going to use the 3mm tape again. But again, it's entirely up to you. You can use wet glue. But the 3mm tape just works lovely. It just fits in beautifully. So just work it round. And just work it round at all the outside edges. I may use wet glue on the middle, and then you can see how easy it is to put the wet glue on. If you want to check this panel before you actually stick it down and make sure all your little holes are done, I did try to go through and make sure that they were all pricked out, but I noticed there's one or two on mine that aren't pricked out fully. So I will turn it over and just show you best way of checking it. So I notice you can usually see by getting the light in if there's any that you've missed, just like that. And I've got a couple there that haven't poked right through. Now just pull them out there, and you think you've got them all, and then when you look on the back you find, oh, I've missed some there. So just move my glue out of the way, my tape out of the way, turn my corners just on opposing corners. As you know me, I prefer to do it that way so that I have got just something to hold on to that's for manoeuvrability. So then I'm going to run glue just on this inner edge, just a squirt in the middle on these corners. turn it round because I find I work better with it working away from me. You'll all have your own pet ways of doing things. Use what is comfortable. Don't think that the way I do it is the way it should be done. Right, so I've done that. Pull my frame over, and as I say, this I can hold this to position, so I can see roughly where I want it to sit. So there, I'm quite happy with my border, both inside and on the outside. So I'll now pull my tapes out and on there and on there. So that is now my frame done. So we're now going on to putting the foam tape on, and oops. So on this, put it in the middle, and I'm just going to cut that because I don't want as much. So I'm just going to pop that bit on there. And I'll do this end next. The reason I'm doing it like this is because I want just a little bit off this for the centre panel. I was going to give you an extra strip, but then when I worked it out, you didn't need the extra strip, because by cutting these two bits, that is going to be enough for your centre panel. Get rid of that bit. And so we've got plenty there with those two tiny bits and the longer bits. So now, again, turn your corners. I love this white tape. It's so much nicer to use than the yellow. But I did run out of it, and I've only just managed to get some more back in stock. So again, just as you know, just to take the static off, just a bit on those corners, bring your card in, and I want to just balance it like that. Then you can pull your tape off. So you've got a nice even border all the way around. Whoops, didn't want to come off. So we're now going to pop the centre panel together. Which is a beautiful little panel. And this I'm going to actually just put glue around because it's small and it doesn't really need the tape. Put that round like that. I'm going to get my tweezers. I am, if I can pick it up. And again, just position it so you've got a nice even border. And by using wet glue, you've got that manoeuvrability. So you've got a nice even border. Nice. Just missed a bit of glue on that corner. Didn't like it. Just hold it down. Oh, that didn't want to stick very well. It has done though. Just hold it down, and then we can use our, whoops, come back, our two bits of tape, which in actual fact is just a little bit. Is that better? That one will go on. I just need a tiny little bit off this one, else it's going to show. Before it sticks on everything. And then we're going to pop this into the centre of the card. And again, just a dab of glue on the back so that we've got, it doesn't grab straight away. Again, we want to position this so you can see. What I'll show you first, what I do quite often is turn it over and see roughly what size, width border I want before I actually stick it down. So I know that this is going to be about there. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And what I can do, these are all joined. So what you need to do is with your knife that's the wrong one. If you can pick up the wrong one, I always do. Just run your blade between the two and it just cuts the actual filaments that's holding them together. And I can actually add these to my flowers now. So move this away. Just a dab of glue in the middle. Oh, that's a bit much. Didn't want all that. Dab of glue there and there. And a dab in the centre of there. I just need to actually get a little bit of that out. And just take a little bit out with this. That's got it, yeah. So I always lift mine off with a blade. I find it's a lot easier. You'll all have your own methods of doing this. And just pop these all in the middle of your flowers. Didn't want to leave. I mean, they are adhesive backed, but I'm always a little bit wary that it's not a strong adhesive. So just put a dab of glue in. I don't want to come off there. That's it. Got that. And then the last one goes into the centre here. Get rid of that little bit. I'm going to move these up a bit while that's drying. And I'm going to go now onto my other glue. And just move the flowers up a little bit so I can lay all my leaves out. So you've got two large, two small, and then you've got several little individual ones. Don't want them sticking there. So just make sure that all these are the right way over for when we want to put them down. So I'm just lining them all up so I can see what we've got. And we're going to move them up a bit. So I'm going to put these actually, as you can see, they do go right and left. So I'm going to use my tweezers just to shape. Where's my other tweezers? They go a bit sticky. Yeah, there they are. Just gives them a little bit of shape. I use my these are my flower tweezers, and I keep these. I don't ever put the glue near these because I find that these are lovely. So I just lay these where I think I want them. So I'm going to pop that one there. I'm going to use this bottom hole here as a guide. Again, just bend them slightly over. And I'm going to use that there up that way. And then better move these round this side. That's better. And then we'll do the same with the smaller ones. Just gives you an idea of where you want to place them. So cases, your tweezers down the centre of the leaves and just bend them over. Now you can, if you want, you can bend them up. These I do prefer bent downwards. But if you want to try bending them up, no problem. As I say, it's nice to see how you interpret these. I'm going to bend some of these over. Ready for when I want them. Easy. Picked up, that's the wrong way over. So you can see that is upside down. So if you wanted to bend them up, you just do it that way. But of course, that gives it a bent down one on the right side. Again, bend it down. And pop that to a side. So then these would be the same on this side. So again, I'm using the corner here as a guide. So right, so we need now to add, and I'm using glue gel, and I'm just hoping that with the heat that this is actually working. I might have to, I've had a lot of trouble with this with the heat. Literally from morning till night it started to set. I think that's got it. Yes, that's got it. So first of all, I'm going to just dab a bit of glue on the stalks, on the stems, should I say. That sounds awful. Oops, come on. Just run a bit down the stalks like that. Then put just a dab of glue gel. I'm not putting it in all of them because then it just allows some movement. I've done that. Get my other tweezers so that I am not. So again, as I said, I'm using this bottom as a guide. Just position that like that. Again, just run some glue just down the centre of the stem and some glue gel. It's not playing ball, as I say, it's got more on me there than I think on the flower. I think that's got it freed off. Hopefully it has. Yeah. And actually that's that little bit that's causing it to stick. Got a plug that seems to have worked its way right down. I think that's got it. Right, so let's try again. That's better. As I say, with the heat that we've had, these have really, some of my glues have really suffered, and I should imagine you've had the same problems. So again, I'm just going to do the top ones, and they're down, just a dab of glue. just down the centre, and a little bit of glue gel in those. And again on this, I'm using the centre of the corner. Actually, just bring it over there. That's got it. I'm just really stuck up. Let me see if I can find a tissue. That's got it. Still stuck up somewhere. I think that's got it. So that glue down there. A little bit in the back of the leaves. Oh, get back on. And I'm going to put that there like that. Just cross that over a bit. And then we're now going to position the flowers. So I'm going to use one of the variegated ones at this top corner. And now you can sort of just push your petals up to give it just a little bit of shape. Doesn't take a lot of doing, just flick them up. It's lovely when you flick them, these. They're beautiful because the different layers really show up. So I'm just going to pop a splodge of glue on. That's good, isn't it? And sit that there. So I'm going to work on this bottom corner. So again, just start and push your petals up, because once I put them on with the glue gel and I start to do this, obviously they're going to move. It's going to move around. So just sort of do it before. Just flick them up so you get a lovely shape to them. So I'm starting with this down in this bottom corner. So I'm going to pop that one there, like that. And I'm going to go on to the variegated one. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how you do your flowers on this. I mean, I like to see everybody's idea of it. And, oops, bent that a bit too much. Again, some glue gel on the back. I'm going to pop that one there. Still got glue on my knuckles. Then go for one of the solid purple. Again, just flick up the petals just to give it a bit of shape. I mean, once it's dry, you'll be able to shape them a bit more. Again, I'm going to pop this one into there. And with the glue gel, you can actually move them about once you've got them on the card to make sure that they're in the position that you want them in. So again, just moving them all up a little bit, the petals up. And as you know, your flowers never grow even. I'm going to pop that one there like that. Just going to pop the lid onto this. I'm going to put a little knob up at the top and pop that in. Oh. And these, I just need to find, this has started drying up already. It is very warm again in here today, so I'm going to start and add some of these individual petals in. Not petals, leaves. So I put glue top and bottom. Get my tweezers, and I'm wanting to just pop these in under the flowers. Again, glue top and bottom on the stems and pop that through there like that. And whoops. And top and bottom. And that one can slide under there. I'm just going to add a couple of these little ones under this top bit. Again, top and bottom. I'm just going to pop this one in there. And I'm going to, oops, where are we? Going to pop that one under there. That bit of glue, it will dry. So just maybe a little bit heavy-handed with it. But by doing the glue top and bottom on the leaves, it will actually dry against the petals as it's underneath. And then I'm just going to pop this other little petal up at the leaf up at the top. And a bit underneath. And I'm just going to pop that one just under there, like that. Just put my lid back on that, because it's drying up so quickly today in here. So I hope you enjoy making this card. So this is what we've done today. And this was the sample card. So please, please share your makes with me on the Facebook page. As it does give inspiration to others to maybe try some of the kits. So I hope you enjoy it, and I will see you on the next kit, which is kit 9, which is the beautiful. Well, I'll actually show you the sample for it, a sneak peek. So the sneak peek is the beautiful window that lights up. So I'll see you next time on kit 9. Bye for now.